Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In today's video, we are taking a look at the AD200 Pro II from Godox. So this is an upgrade to the AD200 Pro, which I've used quite a bit in the past. And I've been curious to see what improvements have been made and if there are any new features that make this worth getting in 2024. In this review, we'll cover what's changed and hopefully help you decide whether it's worth going for this new version or even upgrading to it. Before we kick off, if you're not familiar with this type of flash, it's basically a mixture of a strobe and a speed light. It has a great compact design that really allows you to take it outdoors, and it's really well suited for photographers who like the portability of a speed light but want something just a little bit more powerful to use off camera. I personally love being able to take my AD200 Pro on outdoor shoots to give me that extra control over lighting. It's been a lifesaver so many times and really takes away the stress of having to deal with difficult light conditions. Shooting with a flash also gives you so many more possibilities and creative control, plus it helps to give that extra professional polish to your photos. With a flash and softbox setup like this, I'm able to take advantage of backlit locations, get even lighting on people's faces, which can be challenging depending on the sun and the time of day. Plus, if you live in a grey and miserable country like the UK, you can use it to get this extra nice punchy colours and add a catch light in the eyes for some extra pop. Just FYI, Godox did kindly send us the AD200 Pro II to review and keep, but this video is not sponsored and we are free to say whatever we want. But big thank you to Godox regardless for making this review possible. So I've been using this flash for a few weeks now and I've managed to squeeze in some outdoor and indoor time with it. So here are a few quick samples to showcase the results I've been able to get. Just a note, in the gym shoot I did use some COB LED lights in the background in combination with the flash. And do let us know what you thought of the pictures down in the comments below. And whilst you're at it, hit that subscribe button as well. So this is what you get in the box. The flash comes with two attachments, so you get the standard flash head that you've probably seen on other speed lights, and you also get this bare bulb attachment. So this attachment basically offers a more even light distribution when you want to use light modifiers. One of the first improvements I noticed straight away was that the charger is now way more compact and actually fits in the carry case, and also charges via USB-C. Now this may seem like a very silly thing to point out, but if you compare it to the charger before, it's just so nice to be able to just tuck it away into the side of your bag. It's also worth noting that this newer version is basically using the same batteries as before, so if you purchased any spares in the past, you'll be able to still use them with this newer model. The battery also lasts about the same as on the older model, and you should be averaging about 500 full powered shots per charge. But in reality, I was able to get a lot more out of this battery, as you very rarely actually need to use this flash at full power. In terms of the build quality and design of the flash, it hasn't actually changed too much. It's still roughly the same size, but there are some quality of life improvements. The AD200 Pro II now has an OLED display screen, and the menu system has been streamlined so everything feels a little bit more intuitive. You can quickly access settings like high-speed sync, and if you need to do more color-accurate work, you can change the flash mode to color so the flash will maintain a more constant color temperature. This does have its drawbacks with increased recycling times and battery usage, and also reduced max power. Even without the stable color mode on, I still found that I didn't have too many problems with shifting colors or anything like that. It wasn't really that noticeable. And for the kind of photography I do, that level of accuracy isn't really needed. The flash also has a nice weighty feel to it. It feels nice and sturdy, so as long as you're moderately careful with it, it should last you a very long time. I would say that the design makes it kind of unusable as a replacement for your standard speed light. At work I tend to use the ProPhoto A10 flash, which is almost the same weight as this one, so that's not really the problem. The issue is the elongated design, which makes it impossible to comfortably fit this on top of a camera or even to hold it in your hand. I've used it once for a small event where I had to just grab a few photos at the end, and it didn't seem like a really big deal, but I did really regret not bothering to go back to the office and get my usual kit. Some more improvements on the AD200 Pro are that both attachments now have improved ventilation to stop them from overheating after prolonged use. The attachments also now have inbuilt bicolor modeling lights, a feature that was only available on the previous model as a separately purchasable attachment, so it's nice that Godox have integrated that into the design. Godox have also improved the power controls, so you are now able to go down to as low as 1/512, which is nice since this flash has double or even triple the power of a standard speed light, so it's nice to have that extra control just if you're in low light conditions. Unfortunately, on the trigger that I have been using, which is the one I had from the previous model, the X2T, I wasn't actually able to take advantage of that feature as it only allows me to go down to 1/256. So if this is something that you really need and want to use, I would recommend going for the new trigger, which is the X3. The price of the AD200 Pro II is around £350 here in the UK, which is about the same as what the previous model cost when it launched. It's really nice that Godox have been able to maintain that price point, especially since you do get a lot more for your buck in this newer version. I've seen the older model go for around £250 now, and I would say the improvements and the new features are really well worth paying the extra. For me, it's definitely the streamlined menu and the inbuilt modeling light, which just makes this a better choice. And I would even consider upgrading for these very reasons. At this price point, I think the AD200 Pro II is a great choice for budget-minded photographers who are looking to add that extra level of polish to their portrait photography, and who don't want to break the bank but need something portable and compact. So you can get much cheaper strobes, but the hassle of powering them outdoors or being constrained by actually being able to power them and how you would do it, it's just not worth the hassle. So overall, I found that this is just a really versatile flash and built on the foundations of its predecessor very well, which was a very popular choice among photographers as well. So I would strongly recommend this type of flash to photographers who want the best of both worlds, to get that consistent control over light but in outdoor conditions. Every time I shoot with this, I'm just so happy with the results and how I'm able to get shots that I otherwise wouldn't even be able to expose. So that's it for this video. I hope that you found it useful and I helped you to make a choice on whether you want to go for this flash or even upgrade to it. If you have any questions, feel free to pop them down in the comments section below. And if you like this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!